Not be only man, now they spoil marriage. Men are not witches, men are not wizards. We are not bad. The ladies need to also take a look at themselves too. So here are 5 important qualities every lady desiring marriage should know or should have. Number 1, patience. Marriage is a journey. Marriage is not an arrival. It is a journey. It's not an arrival. That you got married today does not mean you are successful. No. What it means is that you are just starting the journey. Marriage is the only institution in the world where you graduate the same day you get married. You get married and they give you your certificate and they welcome you into that union. Then you start doing it. So marriage is a journey. It's not a sprint. It's not a sprint. So patience is important if your marriage is going to be successful. Your marriage is not like your makeup that you just slam on, and you are good to go. No, there are several issues. Even pregnancy will take 9 months. It will take 9 months and your body will change. And after pregnancy, you need to shape yourself back to life. A young lady planning to get married, you must learn to endure. You must learn that process without murmuring. Because when you start murmuring in marriage, it begins to spoil everything. So you must encourage yourself to be patient in marriage. Number 2, humility. Humility is a language everybody understands. When you are humble and you are humble in nature, people will see it. My dear, when you're getting married, leave that pride. Leave your degrees. Leave your ICANN. Leave your CFA. Whatever you have done, whatever thing that you have gotten from Harvard and everything, go and keep that one first, because you are coming into a union. You are coming into a marriage where you meet several people. Because you see, pride will destroy your marriage. So it will not only destroy your marriage, but it will also destroy everything. So humility in speech, humility in action, and honoring your husband and his family is very important. Let me shock you by saying, you see that thing that you guys do when you go to the mall, you get this, you get that, he gets drinks for you, he opens the car for you, and he cooks you this. My sister, that thing is going to end in marriage. I'm not saying it's going to end, but that guy sometimes will be very busy that he won't even have time. So during courtship, a man, quote and unquote, if they didn't tell you, I'll tell you. During courtship, a man is nicer to a woman. Most men, most of us, we are nicer in courtship. But when you get married, we are also nice, but we are not as nice as when you are in courtship. So please prepare your mind for this. This might be you, the mind that you have to be humble, because there are some things that will happen to you. It might not be from your husband. It might be from your husband's family, except if your husband does not have a family. Number 3, wisdom. You need wisdom. You need, your wife must be prudent with finances, with choices and words. Proverbs 14:1. I like this. A woman builds her home. You cannot have a successful marriage if you are not a builder. I understand if you just want a baby. I understand because if you chose your wife because of if you chose your husband because of intelligence, or probably you want to have a baby, you are an influencer, that's good. But if you want marriage, if you want to get married and you want your marriage to last, you must know that you are a builder, not a bricklayer, not an architect, but you are a builder, because you are the one that will build that home. God will give you wisdom. So you have to learn how to plan, you have to learn how to save, and you have to learn how to prepare for the future. Remember, every time my wife gets pregnant, she has to start planning for, I don't even remember, but my wife remembers every time. We have to start planning new dress for the baby, new clothes. At the time I was like, can't the baby wear the dress of the old baby? And just wear that. And I said, no, we can't do that. I said, look, must we buy a new potty? Must we buy a new wardrobe? And I was like, I think we should buy a new one. I don't know. So these are things you should plan for, because what if your husband does not have the money at that time? You may marry him a millionaire, a multi-millionaire, but probably he was divesting or investing into something, or he was diversifying, and he put his money somewhere, and when he didn't come back, or he's working on it, or he's going through a process. So you must understand that, because things happen. So you must learn to plan. Submission and selflessness. Wives, submit to your own husband. Husbands, love your wife, but you must submit. It is not easy to love a woman that is not submitted. Yes, we will love you. Men will love you. Your husband will love you. But you are not submitted. How can a man love you when you are not submitted? So you must know that submission is not slavery. It is not. It is not. If you are a Nigerian or you are an African, listen to me. Submission is not slavery. Submission just means that you are agreeing with God's order in the home. And God's order in the home is that the woman submits to the man and the man loves the woman. And the man too should also submit to the woman in some things, because I'm submitted to my wife in some things. There are some choices, there are some things that my wife said, let's do this at home. I'll submit, because I don't know, even if I know, I don't, I just want my wife to just, just be in charge of that. The colors of the parlor, the drapes, the colors of the chair. Sometimes you just have to allow so that peace can reign in the home. So it's important. One of the marriage creeds that I promise to submit. So let him approve before you take major steps. Submission is that you probably, you just don't, you don't just go to collect an MBA form without telling your husband. Just to say, yeah, I've got the MBA form, I'm starting next week. No, who does that? So you must learn to submit. And remember, marriage is for complementing, not for competing. So if you grew up with boys, or you grew up in an environment, or you're working in an environment where people compete with sales or marketing, you have targets. It's not like that in the home. It will not work. It will not work in marriage. You cannot be competing with your husband. So these are little wisdom that people must be learned. Number 5, prayerfulness. Prayer is the key. People say prayer is the key, even though it's not the master key, but prayer is one of the key because it's important. So instead of nagging, take matters into your hands. You pray about it, because we'll do things that you will not like. Sometimes men don't know we don't know that we are doing some things. We don't know. But you and I know that men will do things that you know that. So you need to pray for strength. Even Jesus prayed for strength, because he wanted to go to the cross and things were tough, and he asked for strength, and God sent him an angel. So you need angels. God will send you angels. The maids, the people that were able to come and take care of your children, they should be angels and not bad people. I heard a story about a couple who they took someone in to help them take care of the house. In the end, I think the lady got pregnant for the man. That could be a very bad one. So they invited a dark angel into the house. So you need to be prayerful to know the people you bring into your house, those who will clean, those who will do this, those who will do that. It's important. Those who will come and take your children lesson or something. A woman should be prayerful. Your secret place is not in movies. Your secret place is not in the movies. Your secret place is where you find battles, not only in your living room. Your secret place is of God. So it is important as a woman that you know these things. Transparency, honesty, those are important ingredients. Lastly, I want to say one last thing, and that is forgiveness. Forgiveness. Because a successful marriage is when two forgivers, when they collaborate together and they live in a marriage. Marriage has there are a lot of compromises. You have to compromise a lot. Who will stay at home? Who will take care of the kid? Both of you can be doing MBA. Both of you can go to can't go to Spain to go and no. One person must stay at home. If you have the funds, all of you can go. But when children are learning, when children are still learning and they are toddlers, you can't be traveling around with them and be staying in hotel up and down. Somebody has to stay at home. Somebody has to. So forgive your husband. You must learn to forgive your husband, because men do things that need forgiveness. God bless you. See you in the next video.